Hey everyone, what's up, man? Before we start, let me just wait for a few more people to come in. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna start the show as soon as this video is over. Hello, Ed. How are you, man?
We have this guy here wearing the HK Army shirt.
Thanks for tuning in, Ed. Please help us to like and share. How have you been doing?
Anything else to say to your fans?
Thank you for everything. Giri, where are you?
Thank you for tuning in, guys. In a short while, we will start the show. Right now, just a recap of
What fashion is that?
some practice at the field by the teams. Can be better. You know, always want to do
This Indonesian from Iraq speaker is here in Singapore.
our usual
How
self.
did he make his way here?
Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thanks for being here. In a short while, we'll start the show. Over here is just a video of things that are happening at the field. So a very slow dive by this player, new player. Her name is Apple. Just joined us not too long ago. Guys, help us to like and share. Thank you so much.
Can give you a fight for the money.
One for wide, hot loss definitely, Spitfire, but of course the other thing are strong as well.
So everyone is a stronger.
Yeah, definitely. Top 3 to watch out for are the ones that I mentioned.
So political.
Yes.
Who do you think is gonna be your toughest opponent next week?
I know there are a few really good teams, so I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
Just give me a name.
It'll be interesting. I don't know. I think Indraya is up for revenge. I think Spitfire seems pretty strong as well. So yeah, we'll see.
Our job very easy lah. So because the seniors they come in for a few months, they come back, give them out of game, they can catch up.
So who's your MVP?
Marcus.
Thank you for being here with us, guys. The show will start as soon as this video is over. Please help us to like and share. Tuesday night. I know some of you are still at work. That's Vincent, Joel. That's Cameron.
为什么你衣服穿倒反了，Alan？
So this guy's wearing this jersey in the wrong way. Didn't realize. All right. Hi everybody. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is okay. And just once again, thank you for tuning in to the Paintballers World Talk Rock Sing Song Play Paintball with Ben. So 2 of you all who are watching, I don't know which 2. Just now we had 4, but now there's only 2 now left with 1. Okay, but nonetheless, thank you for being here with me today. It's a Tuesday night, so it's of course a work week and everybody is busy now with COVID lessening. or in fact, actually more people getting COVID nowadays. Omicron. For myself, I've just recovered from Omicron or COVID-19. I'm not sure, because nowadays when you get any of these, they don't tell you exactly. They don't tell you exactly whether you are contracted with Omicron or you are contracted with COVID-19. All right. So anyone who has the same experiences as me, who has been down with this COVID-19, let me know. We can share some tips. For me, it was quite rabak, yeah. Because in the morning, I was still fine, all right? And then as soon as it hits nighttime, I start to get fever. And in fact, I was telling everybody at the field over the weekend that my body totally collapsed. Well, basically down from almost 100 to, I don't know, 10, right? Body aching, slight fever. So, hi everyone. Thank you for tuning in. For those who are here with me, just say hi. At least I know that you're watching, right? It's quite quiet out there. The comments section. 4 of you are watching. Help us to like and share, please. Okay, so anyone who has gotten COVID before? Any one of you? 4 of you watching? So it was quite bad. It was quite bad. In fact, the protocol nowadays is quite straightforward, right? As soon as you have gotten COVID-19, you will have to test yourself for 72 hours. And then after that, when you are declared negative, that's where you can get back to your usual work. Hello, Asman. How are you, man? Asman, thank you for tuning in, Asman. How are you? Help me to like and share. So, Asman, tell me, you have stopped paintball. So what are you doing nowadays during weekend? Eating and sleeping and resting at home. So what have you been doing nowadays? I saw you posting the a recap of what we have done for the big event that we did at Bintan, right? Oh, sorry, Batam. Yeah. So that was a good one. In fact, for those who doesn't know, the Singapore government, Bintan, and the Indonesian authorities are talking to one another. So hopefully, Batam can be open up again, and we can all go Batam one more time. Yeah, I've just messaged Jimmy this afternoon and said that, reserve me a room with the sea view, because we always want to get out of Singapore also. Cycling, yeah, a lot of people are into cycling. I noticed that a lot of the paintballers, right, they are either doing cycling or fishing. Fishing started quite a fair bit, right? As soon as COVID hit, I think a lot of people went into fishing, and then when things got stable already and people moving around, then more and more people started picking up cycling. I think there are almost quite a number of cyclists out there. Yeah, some took up jogging, like Chehok started jogging, but majority of them did a bit of cycling here and there. So nothing much, just thought that maybe it's time for me to come online to check back with everybody and see how's everyone doing. And on a Tuesday night, if you just have your dinner, 8 p.m, probably you're doing nothing much, playing with your mobile phone, watching Netflix, and why not come online and talk sing song with me, right? So yeah, thank you for tuning in. For any of y'all who are out there, 2 of them, help me to like and share if you can. Last weekend I was at the field. In fact, there were quite a number of people at the field. Some familiar faces. People are slowly coming back to the game, and it's a brand new year, right? So those who have stopped playing would have already stopped playing. Those who are still intending to continue, of course, those guys are still at the field, practicing, and then making sure that they perfect their skill. Okay, in fact, this weekend, myself and Vincent, we are running somewhat like a clinic, right? So we noticed that there are a couple of new players that are out there at the field. People like Will, Hassan, Hakim, some of these new guys, right? Some of y'all who has not been at the field, you probably have not met these guys before, but there are new players at the field, and we see them being very active. So they come to the field, they do things like how we usually do, right? Like sliding, diving, and all that. But you notice that because there's very little time for them to actually learn and perfect some of these movements. Because when you're at the field on Sunday, most of the time people want to just play and play and play, right? So there's very little emphasis for practice and all that. And even if you want to do that, you can do it at the next field one. But sometimes we do have some corporate group running. So because of that, then the field is always taken up. So this weekend, 9 all the way to 1 o'clock, myself and Vincent will be at the field. We'll be guiding some of these new players along. Mainly touching on the 5 things that I've always touched on, right? Starting at the starting frame, entry into bunker, snap shooting, communications, and then lastly is what's the last thing? Lastly is probably moving up, like action and all that, right? So do include QR or payment or QR. Can. Okay, good. That's a good suggestion. Asman said, are the Singapore and Indonesian government working together towards tourists visiting and shopping, or just allowing tourists to stay at resorts but not allowed to go up? I think for now it's just staying at specific areas where everyone are grouped together, right? So if you are given the permission to go to Batam or Bintan, then there are certain areas that you can only be at, right? You cannot venture out of certain areas. So, well, still good, right? It's always a good start, right? Something that kickstarts something, and then if nothing happens. In fact, if you guys have been following some of the news, right, from Europe and United States, in fact, it is almost endemic already, right? COVID-19 is almost endemic. People are trying to get out of their home and trying to lead like a normal life. In fact, there has been some protests going on. I think last weekend in Belgium, something huge happened, right? People were protesting out in the streets. In Singapore, of course, against COVID-19 restrictions, but in Singapore, I think we are kind of used to it, right? We don't really, okay, we are a modern country, so we think like some of the Westerners, but we do have our own conservative side. We remain pretty logical at times. Not that the Europeans are not logical, a lot of them are very logical, right? But every individual has their own way of thinking. So for us, I think if this was already in Belgium or in France, right, I think people will be out in the streets. But in Singapore, we don't see these kind of things, right? So I think in a very short moment, things are going to go back up already. In fact, based on economics, right, some of these central bank, right, recently a lot of inflation and price rising and all that kind of things. It's all to prepare for the economy to get back up, right? So once economy starts running, inflation will kick in, interest rate will come in, and then it'll be harder and harder for us, right? You got to work extra double hard to earn the extra income already, right? So Fedo says include a QR code. Yeah, thanks for that, man. I think it's a good suggestion. Of course, I got nothing to sell, right? I mean, a lot of times people come online and say, "Hey, man, do auction." I think I like the time when we were doing auction. I've been saying this for the longest time, but doing auction, it requires a team. It cannot be just me at home doing it by myself. It's very, very difficult to do. So I will need to get something going, right? Get City, Jane, or Vincent to come and help me out. And for me to sell, and then for them to record down who's buying what and at what price, and of course sort of the administration. So usually if I do live at home, then there won't be much of a selling. Mainly introducing certain product, like I got some products here. I want to eat some after dinner watermelon, but this is a barrel stock. Okay, so yeah, it's a good suggestion. We'll do the QR code thing. Help us to like and share, guys. Help us to like and share. Can travel to SG yet? I think you can. I'm not too sure about Japan though. I'm not too sure about Japanese. But I think Singapore is opening up, right? It's really, really opening up. In fact, we have a lot more imported cases every now and then, right? People will come in from overseas and then bring Omicron or bring COVID-19, and Singapore cannot lock ourselves down. I mean, it's like a travel hub, right? It's a financial hub of Southeast Asia. So in order for businesses to continue, the government would know that it will be beneficial only to the country if we open up the borders. So we can't be closed for too long. In fact, the longer that we are closed for, the worse it is for the Singapore economy, right? Because once people set certain things in like a daily routine, then they might not want to travel back to Singapore again, right? So you can't let that happen, stay on for too long. So based on what I know about the Singapore government, we will have to definitely open up the borders for people to come. So I think
Can hear? Can hear already. Okay, can hear already. Because the USB port came loose. I accidentally hit the wire and then it got muted. Okay, so yeah. All right. So how are you doing, man, Takeshi? Been a while. I haven't seen you. I know you have been traveling a lot, right? Going all over the place. Are you in Japan right now? Are you in Japan? Right? I saw you going last winter, right? You went out of Japan. I hope things are okay for you. I've been noticing that there are some new Japanese players who are ready to come out of Japan to play some Asia paintball. Just got to tell them to be a little bit more patient, right? I think things are going to open up really, really soon. It's going to be everyone or your neighbor's dog would have already gotten some form of COVID-19 vaccination, right? So as soon as the world starts to move, then I think we'll also start to travel. In fact, I just realized yesterday I just noticed that there was an advertisement by Etihad. Is it called Etihad? Yeah, Etihad Airway, right? So they are offering tickets to Paris for $725. From $725. I think it's one way lah. But still, it is very good, right? It means that there are still very cheap tickets out there, and I think it's valid for almost half a year, no, until August. So yeah, if certain dates are all ready, right? Say we have certain events with dates going on, then people can start to travel there. Japan is slow, but still close border. Yeah. But I think sooner everyone will start opening up. I'm very sure. It has been what, almost 2 years already. All right. So I don't think the world is going to keep us at bay. I think for sure things are going to open up really, really soon. Things are going to move so fast. In fact, it's going to move so fast as soon as the borders are open, that things are going to be very, very expensive. Why? Because demand, right? It's like I would say it's like the horse, a horse being tied to a tree, and then as soon as the leash is taken off, the horse become a wild horse and start galloping around the area already. So it will be the same for all the economy in the world. All right, it's the same, right? More things will be produced, more higher demand. I know there was a time where when COVID hits and everyone is staying at home, then the universe, right, like becomes more green, and then it becomes, nature starts to grow, trees start growing up. I tell you, once the economy is back up, nature is gonna get double the heat, double the carbon emission, double the air travel, double people producing things from factories, double people doing shipping, carbon emission and whatever. No, I can tell you that 100%. Okay, because these are human, right? Things sure need to grow, things sure need to move, and then we'll go back to our same old ways for sure. Okay, Fedo said, I remember SPS roster is out. The next one is in fact with 3-on-3. Is it going to go on? Yeah, it's going to go on. Yeah, it's going to go on. In fact, I give myself until end of this week to prepare the registration form. So registration form will be done online. So we need like the full name, we need your email address so that we can send an email out to everybody. But the form has not been created yet. But the 3-on-3 is going on, right? So I have, to be honest, I have not been really promoting really hard about the 3-on-3, partly because it is more like curtain opener. It's not like one of the main events, you know, it's like a curtain opener. I just want people to get back into shape, you know, people trying to get themselves back on their feet, playing after having been out for so long. So hopefully it's more like a little step, like a stone, where you can step on the stone and then slowly you go on to the bigger stage, right? So which is why you notice that in terms of advertising, it is not as active, right? But by end of the month, it will come, right? In fact, it is the event is end of February, right? So we still have almost about a month away, and I do believe that this will be an interesting event because this is the time where you set pace. In fact, just a teaser, I've heard of some old players coming back to play. Fedo, and this guy who's forming a team used to be your ex-teammate. Okay, he has already contacted me saying that he's coming back to play, and you guys will be surprised who he is. I'm not sure if you have played with him before, but used to be from your current team now, right? Takeshi mentioned when the borders are open, I'll go race 3 in September. Yeah, please come by. Grant, no, not Grant. Wow, everybody think it's Grant. Actually, the last time I spoke to Grant is almost a year ago. No, I just dropped him a message, say, hey, how's everything? You know, hope you're okay. And then I think he's busy with work. But I don't know. I hope some of y'all from the same team are really getting in touch with this old man. Don't keep this old man out. For all you might know, the next time we see him could be like bald head and then, you know, like slouching and, you know, really take 2 years of his time out of his life. You never know, right? How COVID can change a person, right? Even my face bloated up. So yeah, guys, please get in touch with Grant. Get in touch with Grant. Okay, get in touch with Grant. Can't be Z because Z very old. No, not Z. It's not Z. It's not Grant. It's someone that I think you have been in the same team with him lah. I'm not sure whether you joined and then he left but definitely one of the outlaw guys. Okay, we're gonna hush and keep it that way. He's gonna form a team. Hello, Michael Lewis. Hello, Lewis. How are you, man? Hey guys, thank you for tuning in, man. Like I said, this show is really a show where I come in and then I see friends and we just really talk and sing song, play paintball. I hope it is not boring, you know, because if I can keep this trend going, then in future people will just come in and really just talk up. I also hope that we can sell something. So please go onto our website, www.paintballersworld.com, and then, you know, this morning I was just at the field, at the shop, and then I sent out some items, right? So for those who are on our Instagram or Facebook, you know that someone has purchased something. So this morning somebody just bought a harness and a pack. Sorry, a harness is a pack. A harness and a loader, right? In fact, 3 sets, right? So 3 sets. So someone out there, I'm not going to mention who, is going to come back very strong. And who in the world would need 3 packs and 3 loaders, right? Make a guess, right? Definitely some new team, right? So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to say who. Okay? So Louis said, okay, a little bit busy with work, hoping to get back to the field. Okay, hope to see you again at the field. So things are running really at the field. Hello, KK, how are you, man? KK, digital coffee session, lepak here rather than lepak at coffee shop. Actually, come to think of it, since we lepak here, we can actually have a drink, right? We can really have a drink like cheers, digital cheers, santé as they call it in French, kampe, right? Anyway, just water. I need to hydrate myself. Yeah, we can have a digital coffee session. I know some of the paintballers, okay, not some. Most of the paintballers like to drink one. All right, so we can also actually have a digital gather lah, if you want. Hello, Pete, Ashraf, how are you? Yes, I've recovered. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the well wishes and the message that you have sent to me. Thank you so much. Yeah. So drinking haram? No. Yeah, drinking is haram. Yeah. Can it be done online? I'm not sure. Can drinking be done online? Like, can I take a can of beer and then just drink like that, and then people call it haram? Can some of my Muslim friend let me know? I'm not sure. Can I hold a can of beer and then drink in front of this live stream and then do it live? I'm not too sure I can. Drink juice lah. I know last weekend a group of people went to drink mojito. They say what? Ice mojito. KK is haram. Ice mojito or something. Yeah, hello Hakim. How are you, man? Hakim, how are you? Hey, great to see everyone doing. Coming in, 8:30. I think it's a good time. Just had your dinner and then really nothing much to do. So just come in and chit chat, talk all about paintball, right? Okay, so I noticed, I'm sure this is not something that I noticed. Like, I'm sure everybody knows about it, all right? So, but on the weekend, we were talking about it at a few. So this topic came about, and it was that in Malaysia, everyone is noticing, since Hakim is here, yeah, and we have some Malaysia friends also. I think the Malaysia scene is really indeed coming back. Coming back to the point that almost every other week there is a tournament going on. So last week I think there was this NSPL. They call it what? Northern State Paintball League. Was it? Yeah. Yes, we have carbon gloves. We do have carbon gloves. Yeah, we do have carbon gloves. Yeah, we do have carbon gloves. But just need to find your size. I'm not too sure what are your sizes. If you want, let me know. I'll bring a few sizes to the field. You can try it out. Yeah, NPSL, Northern Paintball Series League. I don't know. To Slushy Margarita. Yeah, not Mojito. Slushy Margarita. I thought Mojito. Mojito, right? Slushy Margarita. So, was it expensive? Sounds expensive to me. I mean, slushy, we know lah, right? It's the ice and all that. But margarita is haram. So, but is it expensive? How much is a glass? How much is a glass? Haram, yeah. Too bad, lor. Haram cannot drink already. Too bad. Yeah. So I think, like, talking about the league, that's okay. Digress a little bit. We'll talk about the paintball league in Malaysia. So I know there's MXBL coming up. I know TC is running some event as well, and then there's NPSL, NXBL, and then DOY is running a championship, right, in Johor. And then what else? I think Mud Tracker is running a big game, SPG or something like that, right? Yeah. So tons and tons of event in Malaysia. Honestly, for a paintball player who really like to play paintball, Malaysia is indeed really. I would say. I mean, I'm really honest about this. It's the really even up to now the paintball hub of Asia. No other countries. If we tried, Singapore, we tried, right? We tried to come up with a very active league, but because we used to have SPPL run by Rudy, right? Over at Hyperforce, and then we'd have, of course, SPS. So we used to have two events that are running, but then again, there are a lot more in Malaysia. You can travel interstate, go to the north, go to the south, go to the west, go to the east, jump into the water, go to the forest some more. Wow. But in Singapore, too bad, right? And then nearby, we try to do it in Batam, more like a leisure paintball kind of thing where people compete at the same time. You can go to Batam and enjoy a weekend of sea view with forested area, do some Thai massage or Batam massage, and then you do some of that, right? And then in Thailand, in the past, we used to have Chiang Mai. Remember, there was one time it was in Chiang Mai, and then TC Gun did a gel cap event in Phuket. Remember, there was one in Phuket. Chiang Mai 2 times, I think, then TPOC, and then there was one in Phuket. And then, of course, we go to Bangkok a lot of times. And then Pattaya, but in the recent years we've been going to Pattaya, right? Yeah, and the reason is because why we are going back to Pattaya. Big reason is because in Pattaya, we have somebody from Russia, right? Is this someone from Russia? Whatever you are typing, FYI. Hello. Hi, how are you? Spasiba, how are you? Okay, so anyway, in Thailand, why have we been going back to Pattaya is because some of the paintballers, majority of the paintballers now comes from Pattaya these days. So because of that, then it's in Pattaya. The one in Batam is called Operation Stronghold. No, it's called Operation Double Cross. But you played in a Stronghold, I remember. Because Stronghold was the one that people have to jump into the water and then do the water crossing. Remember the water crossing? I think Asman jumped in. I remember Asman jumped in. Chehok, I think. I'm not sure. A few other people jump in. But the one in Batam is called Operation Double Cross. Remember the one where I came up with the storyline, the Kong and the King, and then the King Kong, and then everyone got confused. General Kong versus General King, and then you remember the story. Even to be honest, even myself, right? I also get confused. But I thought when you want to try to convince people and you cannot convince, then you confuse lah. So at least when I try to confuse people, just shit, I just gonna play the game lah. Wow. Yeah, remember that one? Yeah, so that was fun. I remember that. That was really, really fun. Ashraf said, if you are not Muslim and you drink, how is it haram for you? If you drink in front of a Muslim, then depends on how he accepts it. Over here, you'll be looking for trouble. Wow, really? If you want to drink and you respect your Muslim peers online, then you use a cup that doesn't show the branding. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, man. Thanks for that. Because I personally don't drink online like now, you're in front of the screen, but the idea came up and, I thought it might be good. Yeah, but if you put in a cup, then he can kind of like give a form of respect. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for that, man. Thanks for that. All right, education. We all learn. Right, we all learn. Murky water. Jump into the pool of murky water. Yes, Asman still remember. I remember the color and the smell. Hey, you did that for I think 1,000 or 1,000 paintball, extra 1,000 paintball. It's worth it. Worth it, damn worthwhile, man. In Singlish we call them wu-hua. Okay, then wu-hua for 1,000 paintball. Take the gun and then just walk across. You get another extra 1,000 balls. Why not? I'll do it. Yeah, Asman. Hey, I tell you, Asman really like this kind of war games one. Right, he like the Command and Conquer type of war games. Wayne, hello, Wayne, how are you? Wayne, I'm gonna pass you the pens on the weekend, right? Okay, actually, I also noticed at the shop I have another HK pens, TRK, but it is of a different material. It's the air jogger. Yeah, so the one that you wore on the weekend, the one that is that was loaned to you by Vincent, right? That one is the normal TRK, and then there's another kind. It's called the air jogger. It's slightly lighter, different kind of material. I will bring it to the field, and then you can choose. If I'm not wrong, I think the price is the same. All right, so I'll bring it to you, and then you have a look which one you want. Okay, this weekend I'll bring it over. Just let me know. If you're not coming, please let me know. So I don't bring it. Okay. Don't angry lah. I'm just doing an honest job. $10. $10 what? Give me okay. Send. Pay now. Quickly. Send. 500 Oh, okay. No 1,000 Yeah. Sorry my memory failed me 500. So cheapskate man. For 500 you jump in the water. Walao. At least 1,000 Damn cheapskate Oh, don't say anything Okay. Yeah, Musim is my first love. Oh shit. Okay, so now everybody know Wayne is gonna have a new pants. Okay, sorry about that, man. Didn't know. Okay, so anyway, I think quite a good chit chat right? So for those who have not seen the carbon mask, I still need to do something in the show, right? It cannot be just talk sing song I mean, I try to talk sing song as much as I can, but we also need to do some promotion of some certain gear. So, okay, so what happened last week was I received a carbon mask, all right? I received a carbon mask. It was sent to me from the factory, right? So direct from the factory before they send it out to US. And it caught me by surprise because I wasn't expecting the mask to come in. But when it came in, it was sent from Taiwan, right? The same factory that used to send me Spire just before Spire became Spire, right? So I was testing, we do a lot of testing of this equipment. So likewise for carbon, we managed to get the mask, and I brought the mask to the field and just loaning out to anyone who wants to pick it up first. So of course, Wayne has taken the first step to actually try out the carbon mask. So Wayne, let us know if you can, for those who are here, tell us what are your very first impression of the mask. I do have it here, so I'm just going to show it to everyone for those who have missed it. Just go on to Paintballers World or our Facebook page, and then you'll be able to see it. So this is the carbon mask. So I think when I was doing the video, there are certain things that I've missed out. So I'm just going to add them on. Tag those who are here so that I can actually run through this mask with anybody who's interested. Now, as far as I know, this mask has not been sold retail yet. Okay, so from what I get it is going to only be out in the market around February-March period. So right now, usually for paintball company in the past, they will produce a lot of things, and then they will sell. But nowadays they are very smart because they are not too sure what is the demand is going to be like. So usually when they release an item, they will just try to take some pre-order, and then from the pre-orders, they will make according to the numbers first, and then they will sell the first batch, and then they will let the users use, and then some of the feedback will come, it's too loose, certain things need to be tighter, and all that, and then that's where they will bring back, and then they will improve on the product. Okay, so I'll be honest with you, in the last 5 years, right, it has been like that, right? So a lot of things are made to order. So this mask, from what I know, is going to be released in March. Okay, so first, it comes in a hard case. So this is a hard mask cover. It's very similar to the ones that Exalt is selling, the ones that HK Army is selling. So you can be sure that if the mask is inside, it's very well protected. So in the mask cover, of course, comes the mask. I've mentioned this again. I'm going to share with everyone. The first impression that I got was that this mask is extremely light, right? It's extremely light. In fact, last weekend when everyone had their hands on the mask, they also felt that it was very light, and that was the very first impression that everyone got. Same, likewise, I think it's extremely light. It has never been that light before. So, and we know that carbon has always been very popular with innovating paintball product to ensure that they are lightweight, right? So, for example, the carbon harness is very light, right? All unnecessary rubber are all taken away, and then they have the light type of jersey, and then they have even like paddings that are extremely light. So likewise for this mask, it is extremely lightweight, right? In fact, you see that by me holding it one hand, you can see that this bottom cover is actually flexing in, right? So it doesn't. You can see how flexible the bottom cover is, because I'm just holding it like using one hand, right? Not even like putting force. You can see that it's like collapsing already. But one thing good, right? Even though I've been keeping this mask in the cover for a few days, the shape doesn't go haywire, right? So it is extremely soft, extremely flexible. So just to add on, this material is actually what they call as TPR. So if you type TPR on the internet, it is somewhat similar material to silicon, right? And we know silicon is like odorless, doesn't smell, and then it's lightweight, it's resistant. I tried to tear it, in fact, I tried to like split it open, like really force it, because this mask is given to me, or at least given to us, for me to test. So I really need to like trash it, or like throw it on the ground, tear it, see whether it works or not. So at the end, if anybody wants this, write to me, I'm happy to also give it away. Okay, so I remember one of the thing that I didn't really like about this. Okay, so Wayne has already mentioned something. He says it's lightweight, comfortable, cool, visor magnetic, yeah, easy to remove the lens. However, rubber part everywhere except the lens part might dry out and become brittle and break. Okay, this one I'm not sure. Because if it's silicone doesn't dry out. Right? Silicone doesn't dry out. So if it's very similar to hello Dean, how are you? So if it's very similar to silicone, then there's a likelihood that it will not dry out. Okay. In fact, hey, Chehok, bonsoir, monsieur. So the only downside that I feel was that over the weekend, I think Wayne got shot on the lens, right? So some of the paint seeped through, and because the design has got so many ventilation ports, like holes, it is very hard to clean, right? If you want to wipe it away, just like wipe over cloth, right? Some of the stains might get stuck in there. So what I did was, of course, I have to use the water spray, and then just spray the water out. It's quite easy. The good thing about this is it's very, it dries up very fast also. Okay, so, all right, so there is a clip here, and it's a magnetic clip. So last weekend, I mentioned it wrongly. The first mask that has a magnetic clip is base. So this is the same technology, right? So the magnetic clip. And then if you notice the other thing, which I failed to mention, I'm going to highlight this to everybody. Hello, Zuzai, how are you, man? Zuzai from Brunei, how are you, man? Been a while. Okay, the other thing that I also noticed, which I didn't mention in the video that I took, was that, I don't know whether y'all can see. Let me close this comment first. Okay, I don't know whether y'all can see, but if you look through, okay, if you look through, very hard for me to show you. Okay, over here. Wait, hang on. Let me take a pen so it's easier to show. Okay, over here. Okay, where you see this orange line. This orange line. Very hard to say. Okay, but anyway, what I see is that the lens, right, doesn't really stick 100% to the mask. So there's actually a small little gap at the bottom. So imagine you're wearing. Okay, let me take this out. Easier to explain. So this thing here doesn't really stick 100% to the mask. Okay, you notice that there is no groove or any cutting here to actually attach this portion to the mask. So this part here is actually there's a gap here. So what I think it is good for is that when you are breathing, right, because it doesn't stick all the way 100% to the face and there's a gap, right, you can actually breathe and the air can actually go and enter from here all the way to the lens, and this in a way doesn't fog up the lens. Remember, there are many times when we are at the starting frame and then we're like starting to play the game, then the lens starts fogging up, and then we've got to, remove the mask or give it a good shake, keep our face away from the opponent and things like that. But I think with this invention, because of the fact that this part doesn't stick 100% to the lens, right? What it will do is that it provides a small little gap here, and then if your mask is fogging, all you need to do is just keep breathing. So when you breathe, then you clear the air, and then there's air circulation, and then you look at the ports at the top. So many holes. Okay, so for sure, right, this is going to be very well ventilated. All right, very well ventilated. Yeah, magnetic. Yeah, that's right, the magnetic. And in fact, the strap is also stuck onto the mask using magnet, right? So there's a small little circle magnet that secure the strap all the way to the mask. Okay, so I'm not going to remove that. All right, so this mask, and I'm not sure if. Okay, last weekend, a lot of people were asking me about the prices. I'm not too sure, but I think this is going to be sold at over $200 US. Slightly, I think. I'm not sure, right? which will then be about 200 plus. In fact, the one that I'm holding right now is called the Pro Series. There's another version called SLD. I think they call it Zero Solid, right? I'm going to show you guys some of the colors. So give me a minute. Let me share screen first. Okay, so this is the Pro Series. Okay, so this is the Pro Series. And you will notice that these are the colors. So they have this color, blood, navy, and moss. Oh, this morning pre-order, $220. Okay, $220. So how much is $220? Let me 220 times 1.35. Wow, so it's about 290, 290, 230. Oh, 230. 230 times 1.35. It's 310. So 309. I think it's 309. If you add shipping, it's going to cost. It's going to cost. But I think about it, if you get a mask for $300, so okay, so let's work backwards. You have a $300, $309 mask. Okay, 309. Right. I always have a calculator next to my computer because I do trading at night, so I need a calculator. So 309 is the mask. You minus away, say for example, the mask case. The mask case is about $50 already. Okay, so minus $50. It comes with an extra clear lens. Clear lens, I think, for this brand is about $60. So you minus another $60. Minus the lens, minus the cover. The mask is actually $199. So it's about $200. Right, $200 for the mask. And the rest will be the other accessories. So in a way, you guys decide whether is it affordable or whether is it something that you might want to even consider. Okay, so it comes with this three color, blood, navy, and moss. This I think if I'm not sure, if I'm not wrong, I don't think the colors have been released to everyone yet. I don't think so. So for those who are here looking at the colors right here, you are looking at it for the very, very first time. Okay, and then I have the solid as well. So basically they do have two different set of masks. So the earlier one was the Pro Series, which you have seen already. And then they also have the solid series, the SLD. So let me share with you the color. Can you see the color? Can, right? So the color is in short, royal crimson, and what's the other one? Oh shit, I can't even see it. What's the other color? Royal crimson and coal. Yeah, royal crimson and coal. So these are the other three colors. And of course the white one, you can see the white one, the gray one, right at the top. So yeah, so these are the available colors for carbon. And yeah, so make sure you check it out. And if you guys are interested, do let us know. We are going to have a small shipment coming in. Depending on the color, it's going to be, I can't stock all the colors, definitely. So if anyone is interested, just let me know, and then we'll place an order, and for sure we'll try to get them in ASAP, because we already got the sample set, and with the sample set, it really means that we do have a priority over the reservation of the mask, right? So if anybody's interested, just drop us a message and I'll get this up to you. Okay, and the next thing that I want to talk about, most of y'all will already know this, but I think in case you just missed it, I'm going to talk about it again. So just now we talked about the lightest mask available. Now we're going to talk about the lightest paintball tank. So this morning, I just have 6 paintball tank that just arrived. Okay, it doesn't come with a cover. I put a cover to make it really look nice. Right? Just to, in case you guys want to buy the cover, then the cover is available for sale as well. So this is the tank that I'm going to talk about. It's called Armotech. All right. Hopefully you can see the brand, right? It's called Armotech. So the Armotech tank is actually fuel, right? So it's the same factory that produces the fuel tank, and I managed to contact them because I wanted to buy the I wanted to buy the fuel tank, but the fuel tank, for some reason, cannot be shipped out during COVID because the shipping is high and all that kind of nonsense, right? So then I still have to go and find us, right? So I try to search the database, look online, look for supplier, get into contact, and then I finally found the factory that does the same tank as fuel. It's by this brand called Armotech, and so right now we are carrying this brand. In fact, I have only 6 pieces, and if you look at the date, sorry, I cannot zoom in and out for this one. Camera a bit sucky. You'll notice that the date is actually December 2021. So this tank is about a month old, all right, and we have 6 pieces. And as we speak right now, I've already sold 4. So I have 2 more left. So if anybody wants it, all right, do let me know. Okay, anybody wants it, do let me know. We can send it to you. If you're from Malaysia, we can send it to you. If you're from Singapore, we'll send it to you. I'll deliver it to you. I know a Singaporean has just ordered one of these for me. I'm going to send it to you tomorrow, whoever you are. Okay, so I'll come by to your place in the morning, right? So I'll send it over to you. You know who you are, okay? And three others are traveling overseas, right? So where are they going to? Shall not share with you, but they are already bought by someone from overseas. Okay, so 2 more left. Anybody wants, just drop me a message, let me know. Okay, so yeah, lighters mask, lighters tank, 2 things available for sale at the store. In fact, this couple of days we have got a few online orders that came in. Most of the people who bought from us, they just go on our online shop and then purchase the item. Most of the item, I would say 90% of the item on the web are available on stock. So we do have those items available. We keep the inventory pretty up to date, right? 90% of them, 90% of the items are available online. So if anybody are to purchase anything, just let us know. You will, and your wallet will be light also. That's right. Your wallet will be light. Oh, in fact, come to think about it, right? And this is just for the 6 of you who are watching, right? For the 6 of you who are watching, this is Ben's tip for you. Okay, Ben's tip for you. Listen carefully, because this is going to change your life, right? It's going to change your life, guys. So please listen hard. Okay. Now, the last few days, the stock market has been badly beaten, right? So it is slumping. You know, all the pricing are coming down. And oh yeah, before I forget, I've also got some virtual moto if anybody wants, right? Anybody wants some virtual moto? Your moto not spinning, let me know, right? So crypto crashing, not only just crypto is crashing, yeah. Crypto crashing, stock market is crashing, the index has been coming down really hard. But I can tell you one thing, this is the best time to enter the market. Okay, so 7 of y'all who are hearing from me, this is not a financial advice, right? You do your own due diligence, buy at your own risk. But if you are ready, if you have vision, right? If you have vision and you want to do something different in maybe 1 year's time, 6 months' time, I don't know, when the market recovers, right? You want to be the person, right? And now is a pretty decent time to do some entering of the market, right? And the reason for that is very simple, right? Very simple. Why did the market drop? Because of inflation and interest rate rising up, and people get scared, right? Everyone is like uncertain. It's the new year. There's COVID-19. There's a lot of war is coming, right? And Russia might invade Ukraine. China and Taiwan tension. So people are like very afraid, right? So because of that, the money is off the market, right? People are not buying. Those who are buying, the price has dropped and all that. But I tell you, this is the best time, right? Because buy low, sell high, right? Buy low, sell high. You have to buy low and then you sell high, right? Yeah, very simple logic there. And the stock market is designed in such a way that it will always go up. It will always go up, right? It will always go up. You know why? Because history has already proven that the market always go up, right? You look at COVID-19, price went up. You look at Great Depression, price went up. You look at Asia financial crisis, price went up. You look at I don't know, mortgage, prime time, what was it? What's it called? The mortgage crisis, the price went up. So my point is, the price always go up, right? So now, if you go down, it's just temporary. I can tell you that. I can't be a broker, I'm not financially trained, you know. But yeah, for those who wants to take action, now is the time, right? For those who don't want to take action, it's fine, right? There will be opportunity as well in future, but now is a good opportunity, okay? Yeah, but anyway, this is not any financial advice or anything. This is still a paintball channel, right? We're still here to play paintball. Yeah, but if you have the extra money to play paintball, then why not, right? Okay. And crypto has been dropping. So in fact, between crypto and stock, I think don't be overly invested in crypto because it's still a very volatile asset. All right. Anybody wants a crypto.com referral? Crypto.com just had 400 accounts which got hacked. You still want to give out referral? It's more. Okay, anyway. Up to the individual. Okay, up to the individual. Okay, guys. That's all that I have. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's session. It's almost an hour already. I'm going to go and have my dinner. And the stock market is going to start very soon. It has been coming down. In fact, when the market comes down, investors are very happy, right? Because it presents opportunity for people to enter. When it's too high, everyone's scared. Don't know whether to go in or not, right? When it's too low, everyone's like, hey, where you go lower? But when you go low, then that's a good time to enter, right? When you go high, you can enter what? Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great night. And see you guys on the weekend. For those who are coming to the field, continue to win. All right, all the best for everybody. And may the paintball God be with you. Take care. Have a great evening. See you next time. Bye-bye.